Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And taken down just shy of the 40. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is when we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now it's Herbert. A man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the Rams at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Set. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
Lutz with the extra point. And that that makes the score 7-0.
Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Allen going to run with it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Then, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here.
He'll try to do it himself. And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation,
Allen hit. He lost the football.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Allen.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw.
He'll try to do it himself. That is incomplete.
What a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Set.
Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Starworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They snap it to Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10
at the 13-yard line.
Right. Set. Go.
Up the middle with Barkley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Set. 21. Check.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Allen.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
First down, Seattle.
Now Allen. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Allen to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
this one, Charles. It was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How is this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession when they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. They'll try and do this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is where they've been thus far.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Capo. Ready.
Running left, it's Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Hey, when you get good yards like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 8 runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll run right here with Brooks. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, indeed, start on the ground to run that clock. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. Down the right sideline.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Set. Go.
Now Saquon Barkley. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone.
I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen going to throw.
Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now a give to Brooks running right. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. third down. Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2.
They'll run with Barkley.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down carry for Barkley. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And beyond the 20, they'll not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that point, Mary. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set. 380. Set.
On first and 10, it's Brooks.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the road. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now with first and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Ready. Set.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Rams have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Wants a look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as he brings up a third and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They run over center with Mitchell.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Allen going to run with it.
Open man is playing. He's got it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Allen now looks to throw.
Again to Bryant, and again it's caught.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Pat Bryant,
46 yards.
and the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Rams 38, Seahawks 13. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and they tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
taken at the goal line. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to stop it short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now Allen, got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give here to Mitchell.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Grenade, run! Set, grenade, ready!
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 38.
They'll run right here with Brooks.
And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Set, set.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Saquon Barkley running right.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Los Angeles, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays